All right, today I'm going to teach you how to fill the shocks with transmission fluid. Over time, the shocks will lose their fluid. This one has been refilled, and you can feel it pushing back pretty well. This one here, the fluid's pretty much gone. If you don't keep your shocks filled with fluid, you're going to have problems with your gate. Including broken welds, increased noise, possibly a bounce. So we're going to teach you how to put transmission fluid in. All right, the tools you need are 1/8 inch Allen wrench, a drill with an 1/8 inch drill bit, and then one of our shock filling tubes that is available on bmxtracksupply.com. So the first thing that needs to be done is there's this little plastic cap inside of the shock. That plastic cap needs to be removed in order to get this cap off for refilling. So I'm going to take my hand drill and I am going to drill out this plastic cap. So you run the drill bit in it, let it spin, and you should be able to pull it out. Looks like there's still a little bit left down in there. So 1/8 inch Allen wrench, loosen the cap and remove it. So now we can take our fill tube, screw it in. Transmission fluid, it can really be just about any transmission fluid. It does not matter, just buy whatever is the cheapest or just whatever you have on your shelf, as long as it's automatic transmission fluid. You're going to pour transmission fluid into the tube. Then you're going to slowly push down on the shock, and what that does is that releases the air from inside the shock and will draw in the transmission fluid. So after about 50-ish pumps, we're getting to where there's no air coming out. I'm just going to let this sit for about 10 minutes, and I'm going to come back and pump it a few more times before putting the cap back on. All right, now that we have this thing completely bled, we're not getting any more air out when we pump the shock. We need to remove this, but I don't want to take this fluid and put it back in my original container because the old fluid that was in here, some of that does push out and it contaminates the fluid in the reservoir here. So I'm going to pour that into a different container and dispose of that properly. Don't be dumping it anywhere. You should be disposing of it per the laws in your area. Once it is done, I'm going to take my 1/8 inch Allen wrench and screw it back into the back of the shock. And now the shock has been refilled and it's ready to go again.